Good morning. Welcome to Ramblings with Joe, Saturday edition. Had a hard time sleeping Thursday night, and I had to go to work early Friday. So, no podcast on Friday. But it did afford me a lot of time to think. To think about the people I've lost on Facebook as friends. To think about people that I respected. And it doesn't make any sense. So I was thinking about it and why. Why in the world would these people be reacting like they are? And then it hit me. I think I figured it out. They're towing the line. They are putting out the party line, and they have gotten caught up in party politics. This is what it comes down to, I think. I'm not 100% sure, and it may not apply to everybody. I think some of you never watched Charlie Kirk. I think some of you never saw his show or watched his debates. As I said before, I did not always agree with the man. I did respect him. He went into the lion's den, for lack of a better analogy, and he made the effort to have public discourse in places he was not welcome. Eventually, it cost him his life. You haven't watched the videos. I'm not talking about of his assassination. I'm talking about his show, his debates, his invitation to the left to come and talk to him. You have not watched the videos. All you're doing is towing the line. Did he say some things that can be taken out of context? Yes. I was very disturbed to see that he was quoted as saying that women of color did not have the brain power that they needed to have good conversations. He did say that. He said that about, I think it was four very specific women that they were talking about that he believed got their jobs because of DEI, and that's the only reason that he could figure out how they got the position that they got. I don't know. I'm not going to go looking into that because the four women that I saw he mentioned, I'm not appreciative of their style of show. I think they're hate-filled. That's what I think. One of them, whom I used to respect very much, but I had to let go of that one. The ability to pull things out of context and overwhelm the internet with hate because they're out of context. It's an easy thing to do. What is difficult to do is to look into the mirror and say, I may have been misled. But that's your job. If you took the time to post something that is very divisive or hateful about someone who was assassinated, you need to go and you need to watch the videos if you haven't. It's the only explanation I can think of. You're towing the line. You're towing the party line. And if you're doing that, if you are the person who has fallen for that trap, that this was a bad man, let me tell you who Charlie Kirk was. He was a husband, a father, an evangelical Christian, someone who was trying to spread the word of love through his own belief system. The people that have surprised me the most are his fellow Christians, are the Christians that spread the same gospel, spread the same values, spread the same beliefs. I mean, one of the people I lost as a friend, he it was unbelievable to me that his point of view, that this was an evil man and that he deserved to die, this was not something I expected from him, because I kind of thought they were right in line with each other. This is a hard emotional subject because so many people found what this man was doing both courageous and just. If you posted something, and in your heart, when you look in the mirror, and in your heart, you know what you posted was mean or ugly, and you're justifying it in your consciousness by telling yourself that this was a bad man, all I'm asking you to do is two things. One, ask yourself if you watched his videos, or if you just took someone else's word for who this man was. And two, if you haven't watched his videos, go to his channel and watch his videos with his message in context. It's very difficult to admit when we've been played. I think a lot of you have been played. Like I said, I don't agree with everything the man said. I don't follow his line of politics. I am a libertarian. I think that the left and right are as screwed up as each other. I believe this man was speaking from his heart. I used to be a conservative Republican. I used to believe the lip service that a lot of those politicians were delivering. I do not believe that the vast majority of Republicans, the party members that are not in the leadership roles, I do not believe that those people are evil and only giving lip service. I believe that they are conservatives and that they are trying to live the lip service that their leaders are giving. The other side of the coin, the Democratic Party, falls right in line with that. I don't think that the vast majority of Democrats are evil. I think that they really believe what their leaders are giving lip service for. I think that they are just towing the party line, which is kind of built into the Democratic way of thinking. The name of the party's the Democratic Party. That kind of says we want the majority to have their way. The Republican Party is named the Republican Party. They're kind of saying this is supposed to be a republic, not mob rule. That's why I became a Republican. Mob rule leads to things like slavery. I'm rambling. I'm getting off topic. Look, if you haven't seen the videos, if you haven't at least just randomly go to his channel, not a channel who's trying to assassinate his character. Go to his channel. Just pick out random videos, any of them, and watch them. And then look in on yourself and check. Did you judge this man without knowing this man? Man, I don't want to lose any more of you people on the left. And I damn sure don't want a civil war. There's too many people in this world I love for that. It'll be a violent, bloody civil war, and it will not be just. War never is. Check it. Go to his channel. Watch the videos. I was so surprised how hard this hit so many people. was actually kind of surprised how hard it hit me. I can't find it in myself to believe that there are this many hate-filled people for a man who just wanted public discourse. So I have to believe that these people, if you're one of them, that you are being misled by your leaders. Go to the source. It's there. There's plenty of videos. If someone says something, check it. I don't think the man is who you think he is. Go check. Maybe I'm wrong. But every time someone says something about the man, I go and do the research and I find out, oh yeah, that's taken out of context. That is someone's way of trying to destroy a man's reputation. 31 years old, and all he wanted to do was have public discourse. Open your mind, open your hearts, and open a browser and go to his channel and look at random videos. And then go and check who gave you that information. Is it in context? What was he talking about? Was it an example during a debate? Your leadership on the left, I'll get to the right in a moment. Your leadership on the left, they're pulling you down a rabbit hole that you don't want to go down. They are pulling you toward hate and divisiveness. On the right, your leadership, the Christian right, forgiveness. They're pushing forgiveness with their lips. The lip service they are giving is for forgiveness. Forgiveness is not justice. You can forgive someone and still hold them accountable. The world is a mean place right now, on both sides. It's very difficult. In the center, libertarians aren't exactly in the center, but that's what I'm going to call it. From the center, watching these two sides go at each other over a man who is really just trying to have public discourse. Look, you guys are going down a very, very dangerous road. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is falling apart and there are wars going on. People are continuing to die. And here in America, we're starting to kill each other on a political level. And now I'm seeing some posts about this was not even a Democrat. This was a Republican, a conservative. No, I'm sorry. You can't take posts from 3 or 4 years ago when there are more recent posts from the murderer who's wearing, the rainbow colors and marching in the left parades and all that crap. I just be honest. No, you know what? I don't care about those idiots out there. Go look at the man's content. It's online for everybody to see. Go check it. My guess is he's lining up with your belief system. If you are a Christian, this man is lining up with your belief system. And if you're celebrating his death, that's your belief system. You're celebrating the death of someone who was trying to lead from your beliefs. I'm tired of the hate. I'm not dealing with it anymore. If I see someone who's being hateful, even if they're misled, I'm sorry. I can't have you in my life. I don't know how much life I have left. I mean, if you're 20 years old, you don't know how much life you have left. None of us do. Am I creating an echo chamber of my own beliefs? Could be, but I've looked in on myself and I have decided that I'm not able to deal with intense hate anymore. I have tried to keep my mind open to everybody's thought processes, everybody's beliefs, but I'm done. If you are a hateful individual who is posting a hateful meme, you're gone. I don't care if you're family. I don't care if you're black or if you're white. I don't care. And for me to say I don't care is a very significant thing. But this is where I'm at now. If you are hateful, I'm done. And if you are hateful toward a man who was just assassinated because of his political beliefs, you're done. Eventually I'm going to talk about whether the man was left or right politically. Eventually I'll talk about why I think this all falls on the left. You guys are creating monsters. I'm not going to talk about that this morning. This morning I am going to go and enjoy the rest of my coffee. I'm going to try and calm down. I have to listen to this tripe that I just put out and edit it. And then I have to find a way to put my arms around my loving wife and have a good day. It's Saturday. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. It is Saturday. I hope that all of you find peace, love, and dream. Until next time, goodbye. We have to stop. We have to get along. We have to have public discourse, and we have to say it's okay to disagree. And if I disagree, that doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means I disagree.